Yo, bros. All right, I got these two clips by this creator that seems worth reacting to. So let's get started and check it out.
Epidemic of men who just want to hang out or vibe. Why is there such a large epidemic of men who just want to hang out or vibe? There's a woman who came on here the other day and said that she didn't understand how women could be celibate for so long until she became single. And then if you let men talk for more than 15 minutes, they'll talk themselves out of some. And I don't even need 15 minutes. Men will talk themselves out of it after 5 minutes. Like, sir, you're 38. I haven't hung out since I was like 14, and I would go to the mall on Saturday nights and hang out in the food court and see what cute boys came out of the lit store. Point where I literally was like, does this work? Because it's not working on me. And he's like, well, sweetheart. Oh my God. And he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop. And now, out of my own pride, I'm like, I could never. I could never. Because then you're going to think your finesse works. But there is some woman who he said those things to, and she was like, oh my God, I love it. I will come over right now. Y'all remember when the WB Frog was on TV, and y'all are hanging out with men? Y'all are hanging out with men. Who are these women who allow men to like minimize their presence and still are like, yes, I will come around. Yes, I will bust it wide open. Like, when did this happen? And why are we allowing this? Like, who are these women? Show yourselves and why? And I'm not saying that I don't make dumb mistakes with men, but my Lord, that if one, oh my God. Why is there such a large epidemic of men?
I think a lot of women should just get out of the dating market. Women like this should just stop dealing with men. Be celibate. I am. This is a thing where I am. I'm in 100% support of women being celibate, of women decentering men, of women actually being happily single for the rest of their life. Because I honestly believe women like that is, if they get out of the dating market, it is perfect. Because one, you're not producing toxic relationships. You're not producing, there's not toxic women. There's not annoying women. There's not masculine women. There's not women that just continuously complain in the dating market. Because those women will be gone. They're not dating. So what is there to complain about? You're not dating, you're not interacting with men, you're celibate, you're single, you're happily single for life. So we won't listen to these women complain about dating. That's great. Because we don't need that. And these women are not fit. They wouldn't be making good partners. So divorce rate may improve. It wouldn't be so high. And women wouldn't been the ones to predominantly be the ones to file for him. Baby mama culture may hopefully would take a hit. So yes, I'm big support of women like this. Just get out of the dating market. Honestly, if you're so fed up with men, you have so much complaints about men, just get out of the dating market. I really think you should. Because this is a thing where a lot of people think that, oh, I'm complaining about women. No, I'm not. If you actually listen, I'm more complaining about the hypocrisies and delusions of women in the dating market. Not about women, just about their ideology, how what they the shit they say and the actions they do. So this woman will definitely be showing what I mean by that. So, but let's break it down.
Why is there such a large epidemic of men who just want to hang out or vibe? There's a woman who came on here the
A large epidemic of men just want to hang out. This is a thing. There isn't. The problem with a lot of these women, this is the delusion. The problem is the men that you want. The men that you want just wants to hang out and vibe. Those are the men that you want. The men that have some self-respect, they're not even dealing with you. They don't see you as worth their time. The men that don't care, the men, it's either the men that you want or the men that, just don't even care. They have no self-respect. They're in it for the game. Because because they will just do whatever they can. Now, here's the thing where I would say this also. The men that wants to hang out and vibe. Here's the thing: what women do. A lot of these women would give it because these types of men that these women want. They want these types of men. Either maybe these are the top 20% of men, or they're good looking, they're they have a good talking game. Women will break their rules just to be with these men. So these men know that I don't need to put in that kind of effort. I don't need to put in that kind of effort, and I will still get these women. Because why? Because women want me. Women want these types of men. That's why these men know that I don't need to do what the 80% of men do. I don't, because I still get women. I don't need to put in that kind of effort, because women will still sleep with, still give kids to the pookies, and then make the stable men, the morally sound men, the faithful men, marry them, be stepfathers to their kids, provide for them. Yeah, and that's one thing. And also, let's say for the another side is that a lot of men just like, I'm tired of putting in the effort and getting nothing in return. Women can go on multiple dates with you and ghost you right after. She can go on multiple dates with you and never once even attracted to you, was even thinking about a future with you. Men know that. So men are tired of this. Men are tired of putting the effort in continuously, especially in the dating process, and getting nowhere with a lot of women.
The day and said that she didn't understand how women could be celibate for so long until she became single. And then if you let men talk for more than 15 minutes, they'll talk themselves out of some. And I don't even need 15 minutes. Men will talk themselves out of it after 5 minutes. Like, sir, you're 38. I haven't hung out since I was like 14, and I would go to the mall on Saturday nights and hang out in the food court and see what cute boys came out of the lit store. Point where I literally was like, does this work? Because it's not working on me. And he's like, well, you know.
I also think that it's always the women that think they're something special. They're nothing. We'll definitely show it with her next video. But a lot of these women, they are so average or sometimes below average that their take is amazing. It's funny. It's really funny. You're really nothing special, and then you think that you deserve something. You don't deserve nothing that you don't work for. And even a lot of times, even if you work for it, doesn't mean that you qualify for it. But a lot of these women, it's just they become so. This is why a lot of men skip the whole dinner date stuff, and it's just like, let's just hang out. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, cool. I'm not bothering about it no more, because honestly, a lot of these men just find it annoying to be around. Men just find it annoying to be around.
Sweetheart, oh my God, he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop. And now, out of my own pride, I'm like, I could never, because then you're gonna think your finesse works. Like, why is there such a large epidemic of men who just want to? I could never, because then you're gonna think your finesse works. But there is some woman who he said those things to, and she was like, oh my God, I love it. I will come over right now. Y'all remember when the WB Frog was on TV, and y'all are hanging out with men? Y'all are hanging out with men. Who are these women who allow men to like minimize their presence and still are like, yes, I will come around. Yes.
Minimize their presence. What? Minimize. I'm not even sure what that means. Minimize your presence? Do women think that there's something special? It's like, honestly, women have such inflated ego. Minimize your presence. Taking you on a date, how's that? I don't know, maximize your presence. What? I swear, women just say words that really, what the hell? What is that? What are you talking about?
I will bust it wide open. Like, when did this happen? And why are we allowing this? Like, who are these women? Show yourselves, and why? And I'm not saying that I don't make dumb mistakes with men, but my Lord, that if one, oh my God. Why Well, you do.
She's replying to a comment because women have made that if that man don't take you out on a 5-star meal as the first date, he's broke. Dating has become transactional, pay to play. Now, this will be sound that makes sense. I'm not saying 5-star restaurants. I'm not necessarily saying that. But a lot of women is expecting men to take them out on these dates, pay for these dates for them, just for a chance of anything. It doesn't even, it's not even necessarily their body, but just a chance for them to get to know them, chance for another date, so on and so, just any kind of chance of anything. So this is the thing where a lot of women are, they're asking for these effort, and yet they give very little. A lot of these women perceive that, okay, my time is worth everything. Really? It's like it's beyond me.
You sound too broke to be dating these women. And I ain't even counting your coins, but broke is not only a number in your bank account, it's also a mindset. Because if this is your experience, your true experience, which don't even get me started, not all women are like that, but if this is your true
She's twitching.
experience, you're dating outside of your league. If the only way you can get a woman who clearly wants a 5-star restaurant date is by finessing her, by saying vibes and trying to gaslight her, or devaluing her because she wants a date and you want to hang out, sweetie, you're not who she wants. And you can only manipulate your way into these women. And that's sad. Because I have a homeboy, right, who really is about that life, who really gets money. And so a chick who wants a 5-star date, it's nothing to him. Sometimes I yell at him with how much money he spends on women. I'm talking dates, I'm talking cash, I'm talking bags, I'm talking Lucky Charms, and he straight up will be like, it's a bill. Because he not only is the numbers in his bank account, but he knows money comes to him. Money is not a scarcity for him. So it's a bill. Charge it to the game. If she wanted to finesse me, that's on her. She could have got mad coin and now she won't. But you can't live that lifestyle. If you want a 3 dozen oyster looking type chick, you need to have a 3 dozen oyster looking type bag, and you don't. And if your aperture is either Applebee's or Ocean Prime, that says a lot about your lack of depth, baby, okay? All of my friends, we make 6 figures, we have good careers, we are well-traveled, well-educated women. Look at me stirring, I'm well-educated. But we value our time because I can afford to take myself out to a 5-star dinner. So I don't want my first date to be more than 20 minutes. I want cocktails. I would never want to do dinner with a man on my first date, never. I have a homegirl who will only do coffee dates the first date. She's like, I don't even want to waste my evening on you if the vibes aren't there. You can get me from 2 to 4 in the afternoon, and then I'm gonna get ready to go out and have fun with my girls. Maybe date someone who has Applebee's intentions. And there are women out there with Applebee's intentions, okay? And don't even bring up the Cheesecake Factory situation, because Cheesecake Factory on a first date, never. But Cheesecake Factory, after we like go together, oh, I will tear up a limoncello tort, okay? Most women have depth. Y'all just want women who don't want you. And that's why you have to finesse them. That's on you, baby. That's on you. Well, you
This is a thing where a lot of women, and we'll, we're going to break it down. A lot of women continuously overvalue themselves. Overvalue themselves. It's it's insane how they overvalue themselves. Which is, here's the thing. Fine. I mean, I'll give it to her. She says 6 figures. Sure, great. I mean, it's like every woman online makes 6 figures, but fine, whatever. I'll give it to her. 6 figures, great. So what? So what? You take yourself out on these 5-star restaurants. Great. Are you taking a man out? No, you're not. This is a thing where this is why I've said this continuous. I said this so many times. It don't matter about your job. Don't matter about your career. Don't matter about your accomplishments. Doesn't matter about your bank. Why? Great. You take yourself out on these 5-star dinner dates. Great. By yourself. Cool. What does that mean for a man? Nothing. Because you're not taking men out on these dates. So you're flexing that you could do it yourself. Great. Then do it yourself. Get out of the dating market. Because here's the thing where I'll probably say it again. Women like this are synonymously single. They are women like this actually have a harder time finding men. Not because they don't have options. It's not because they don't have options. I said this Also countless times. No matter if they're hard to deal with, rich, poor, fat, skinny, ugly, pretty, whatever. Women of all types, even annoying ass women, will have options. They will have men that will gladly be with them. Gladly. But why I say that women like this will have a hard time finding men because they have an overinflated ego. This thing that she says her league. This is the thing where these women think that what's my league? Women think that their league is men that make the same amount of money as them. Women like this think men that are top percent men, top tier men, top height, top looks, top charm, top wealth. When honestly, this woman is looks average at best. The only thing she's flexing is her money. But men don't care because, like I said, although she takes herself out on these 5-star dinners, she's not taking men out. So men don't benefit from it. So if men don't benefit from it, why does he give a shit about your money? Why? Why would he give a shit about his money? Because at the end of the day, this is the thing where people always say, oh, because they make the same money, they're not leeching off you. But she technically is. This is the thing where even if women make the same amount of money as you, they still leech off of you. Because men would love an accomplished woman. Men would love a intelligent, good career, wealthy woman. Men will love it. But honestly, men don't benefit from it. A woman that, even though she makes 6 figures, she's still expecting for the pay for the dates. She's still expecting for the pay for the trips, pay for her bills, pay for utility. It's like you still expect men to use his money while you use either nothing or very little. So, although men would love it, but men don't care. Because honestly, at the end of the day, he still has to pay. So really, what is you could work at McDonald's for all he cares. Like I said, he would love it, but honestly, how the reality is, what is and what should have been is totally different. What is that she cares that he has money because she is going to use his money. He doesn't care if she has money because honestly, she will still use his money. And like I said, women like this have a inflated ego. They don't know their league. They think they do, but they don't know it. That's the thing. So that's why women like this are notoriously have difficulties in the dating market because they think they qualify for a certain type of men, but they only to find out that they qualify for sex by these types of men. I don't think it happens that often, but maybe I'm wrong. Prove it to me. Please prove it to me. But a lot of these women are single into their later years. Well into their later years. And if they could find a man, they usually bring down their standards. Or of whatever. Maybe he does make 6 figures, but you know what? He's butt ugly. Or whatever. They kind of at overtime they will bring down the standards of whatever. I mean, what is the most if money is your absolute absolute no absolute no go or what is it like absolute must, then money is the top, and then you know what, you bring down the looks, you bring down the height, and probably bring down the age. So you know,
Do sound too broke to be dating these women. And I ain't even counting your coins, but broke is not only a number in your bank account, it's also a mindset. Because if this is your experience, your true experience, which don't even get me started, not all women are like that, but if this is your true experience, you're dating outside of your league.
not all women are like that, and yet throughout this thing, she talks about you're gonna have to pay up to date her. You are gonna have to pay up to date her. It's like I said this before, and I've heard this quote from others. It's just all women are gold diggers. It's just how big the shovel are, how big the shovel is. Small, they're not. It's not that big, but huge. They're waiting until you die and get your life insurance.
If the only way you can get a woman who clearly wants a 5-star restaurant date is by finessing her, by saying vibes and trying to gaslight her, or devaluing her because she wants a date and you want to.
Devaluing her, or that is her value. Devaluing? This is the thing. Reality, life shows you your value. So let's say an example of this man. She's saying devalue this woman. Okay. Where's the man that would actually do what she wants? Where's the men? Where's those men? And why isn't she committing to those men? This is a thing where men go about it logically. Prove it to me with your life. Prove it to me. Here's the thing where here's the woman saying, "Oh, she's of a certain league." You know, all these things. Okay, where's your ring? Where's this high value man that you qualify for? Show it to me. Show it. Prove it. A lot of these women, we have a problem with how our society is right now. We have so many women that have insane inflated ego. Insane. They do not know their value. This woman is a 4, a 5 at best. So really, Cheesecake Factory is her value. I mean, now she brings her money into it, but like I said, if she's taking the man, then her money means nothing.
Hang out? Sweetie, you're not who she wants. And you can only manipulate your way into these women. And that's sad. Because I have a homeboy, right, who really is about that life, who really gets money. And so a chick who wants a 5-star date, it's nothing to him. Sometimes I yell at him.
Here's the thing. Okay. He's all about that life. At the end of the day, no matter what anyone says, it's all about results. It's all about results. I don't care if you're a detractor or supporter, whatever. It's all about results. Fine. Money is no object to this man that's her homeboy. Okay, cool. Where's his results? How's his lifestyle? Right? The way he's living backs up his viewpoints. How is it? Because I mean, we also don't know what he's done. This is the thing where she says these things. I know plenty of men, the players, the bad boys, the pookies. The athletes, the rappers, the CEOs, they would definitely spend money on women, and it's nothing. But here's the thing: none of these men are committing to these women. So great, your homeboy doesn't matter paying for a 5-star restaurant, a bag, or it doesn't matter. Cool, but guess what? He's probably just using these women. This is the thing where we don't really. These women think that they're onto something. These men that these women say that these men just like money is no object to these men. But when you actually review these men lifestyle, these men's dating life, it's just a whole bunch of hookups. Just a whole bunch of hookups. Whole bunch of short-term relationships. Whole bunch of like booty calls. Whole bunch of women in his phone. That's it. So unless you want to be one of many to these men, okay, cool. Go for it. If you want to be the side chick, the mistress, the main chick to these men, cool. Go for it. But it's not a flex to say that, okay, you have a homeboy that money is no object to him. Great. But guess what? These types of men are also synonymous of using women. Because a lot of men know that, yeah, money is nothing special. What I want is, you know what? That booty. A lot of men will spend the money just for the booty. We've seen athletes do it. We've seen rappers do it. We've seen plenty of rich men just spend the money for their booty. You want that? No one stops you. Yet women also complain about that shit. He cheated on me. He lied to me. I found he has a mistress. I found he has a side chick. I found he had another family. I found he was married. What?
him with how much money he spends on women. I'm talking dates, I'm talking cash, I'm talking bags, I'm talking Lucky Charms, and he straight up will be like, it's a bill. Because he not only is the numbers in his bank account, but he knows money comes to him. Money is not a scarcity for him. So it's a bill. Charge.
Know these men. How about know these men? It's like you know, this is why one of the things that women, I don't know, understand. Women hated Kevin Samuel saying these. That high value men, they will have more than one woman. Or they have the the ability to have more than one woman. He said to women multiple times, okay, would you be fine with being a side chick? Would you be fine with him stepping out of the relationship, having multiple girls, or exercising that option? Would you be fine with it? A lot of women said no. So here's a woman that said, oh, he doesn't mind spending money on women. Of course. Of course. If he makes six figures, of course he doesn't mind it. But again, guess what type of man he is? He's not settling down with any of these women. He's just having sex. It's a bill. It's nothing. It's not an investment. It's not an investment. It's a bill. Bills for the rich men, they don't think about. They don't care if something comes out of it. He just wants, if I get some sex, whatever, on to the next one. I'm not thinking about, oh, I want a woman for the future. I want a quality girl. No, because these women are just so, they're nothing special. Just there to have sex.
To the game. If she wanted to finesse me, that's on her. She could have got mad coin and now she won't. But you can't live that lifestyle. If you want a 3 dozen oyster looking type chick, you need to have a 3 dozen oyster looking type bag. And you don't. And if your aperture is either Applebee's or...
Again, a lot of these women, this woman looks like an Applebee's kind of woman. I swear.
or Ocean Prime, that says a lot about your lack of depth, baby, okay? All of my friends, we make six figures, we have good careers, we are well-traveled, well-educated women. Look at me stuttering, I'm well-educated. But we value...
Well-traveled means nothing. Well-educated means nothing. Six figures means nothing. Great. Unless you are planning to be single for the rest of your life, those things you mention means nothing. They may be great to talk about, but honestly, none of those things will attract a man. None of those things will make you more attractive. To be honest, in my personal opinions, all those makes you actually unattractive. Why? Because it shapes this types of personality. It shapes an overinflated ego. That's why educated women are synonymous with low, what is it? What would I say? Low marriage rates or high divorce rates. They say like a woman with a college degree has a high chance of divorce. So whoop-de-doo, you got a college degree. Great.
our time, because I can afford to take myself out to a 5-star dinner. So I don't want my first date to be more than 20 minutes.
You can afford to take yourself out, but could you afford to take a man out? If you could, do it. I mean, do it. It's like, what is the flex? What is the flex? I really don't understand. Great, you can take yourself out to dinner. Good for you. How is that a flex? How is that anything special?
Cocktails. I would never want to do dinner with a man on my first date. Never. I have a homegirl who will only do coffee dates the first date. She's like, I don't even want to waste my evening on you if the vibes aren't there. You can get me from 2 to 4 in the afternoon, and then I'm gonna get ready to go out and have fun with my girls. Maybe date someone who has Applebee's intentions. And there are women out there with Applebee's intentions, okay? And don't even bring up the Cheesecake Factory situation, because Cheesecake Factory on a first date, never. But Cheesecake Factory, after we like go together, oh, I will tear up a limoncello tort, okay? Most women have the depth. Y'all just want women who don't want you. And that's why you have.
What's the depth? Literally nothing in this whole video. What's the depth? Honestly, what is the depth? It's like, so here's the thing. In all honesty, this video is very synonymous with how women are. They flex their accomplishments. They're like men. It's like, where's the? It's like, was there any femininity in this video? What's attractive? It's like, what is attractive about this? She flexed her career, her education, her money. It's like her life experience. You don't flex how you treat men. You don't flex, your domestic skills. You don't flex anything that a man actually benefit from. You actually just flex how perfect you are to be alone. It's like, seriously, we have so many women that are honestly carbon copies of men. Great. This is why. This is why men see no. There's really no value. Honestly,
Finesse them. That's on you, baby. That's.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I swear. Because here's the thing. Prove it otherwise. Women like this. I don't know how she is. Maybe her late 20s. They will still be single into their late 30s. Women like this, and women like this are either single until the later years or can't maintain a long-term relationship. It's been proven a lot that career women are synonymous with having difficulty in the dating market. So great, you want to flex how amazing you are, career, how amazing of a man you are. Cool. Nothing about that is attractive to men for long-term commitment. Here's the thing. I mean, they will have sex with you. If you're fine with that, cool. But other than that, there's really not much value to you. I mean, at least not what you're presenting. So, what do you guys think?